Mr. Cundy, how are
Phil,
you?
well, honestly, right, so I'm watching it in the green room with Phil, big Manchester United fan. I'm sitting there saying to Phil, you're getting it tonight. All the crying baby, the violins coming out.
I was dreading it.
All of a sudden, he's jumping up and down like a little schoolboy.
I was dreading it.
What was it like, though? Because you're a massive United fan.
I am. I was obviously concerned for 80 minutes because we was awful. Awful. I didn't recognise the team from obviously the previous two games, the Liverpool game and the Arsenal games, but listen, the players stuck with it. I thought Xerxes played his part when he come on as well. I thought he was decent, but again, we live in Ahmad's world.
Ahmad's world. I mean, the boy, I think of all the players that have really excelled under Ruben Amorim, Ahmad is probably the one that looks like he's adapted the best, and today's hat-trick, that's going to elevate him to all sorts of levels right now. Yeah,
it's been unbelievable. Obviously, he had a great loan spell at Sunderland. Obviously, got his opportunity this year under Eric Ten Hag, but obviously since Ruben's come in, he's gone to a new level. I think obviously the Everton game as well, he had a huge impact on that. I think everything positive United do comes from him.
Yes, it does.
And that's a big statement for such a young player.
It does. And it's one of those things, because when a new manager comes in, there is so much change that can potentially happen. But you're also looking at the shape change. So where does Ahmad fit in? Well, he's fitting in down that right-hand side.
Yeah, I think his first game against Ipswich,
correct.
He played wing-back where he obviously played tonight. I think he's really effective from that position. It goes to show tonight. An hat-trick, absolutely incredible.
Congratulations to him, Southampton fans. If you're leaving Old Trafford, whether you're a United fan or Southampton fan, the game I saw, Manchester United, you got away with murder tonight, absolute murder. But you know what? It's all about results. That's what football's about. It doesn't matter about how you play. Well, do you know what it does? Because if you play like that 9 times out of 10 against any other side in the Premier League, Phil, you probably get beat. I mean, Southampton had some great... You and I watching, it's like there was a double save from Onana.
First half, I thought it should have been 4-0.
Could have been.
They were absolutely outstanding, Southampton, for 80 minutes, and then obviously the equaliser. The last goal they gave away was pretty poor, but I think obviously the last 10 minutes United put them under severe pressure and they just couldn't handle that. And you see the vulnerability in the Southampton team. That's why they probably find themselves in the position they're in.
Phil, when you're on top in games, and I know it's a truism in football, when you're in top and you've got that goal advantage and you don't make that count, you always leave the door ajar. You always leave that opportunity for a side like Manchester United at Old Trafford to get back into it. And once that door was booted open, that's what you get,
You
right?
felt it was a winner coming. I felt it was a winner coming. I certainly did. But overall, I wasn't impressed by the performance of United tonight. As I said before, the previous two games, we've sort of seen a team and a togetherness and a bit of Man United stealing inside them. I think for 80 minutes tonight, we were really, really bad. I mean, I don't think I've seen us as bad as that all season, and we've had some bad games. But credit to the players, resilient, showed some character, desire, passion, and that comes from the boy again, Diallo, who's, as I said, magnificent.
Scored his first goal on 82, 90, then he gets the winner, what we thought was going to be the winner, and 4 minutes later, 12-minute hat-trick for Amad Diallo. Ugarte gets the own goal as well, but at that time, Southampton were on top. There's no doubt about it. The Manchester United were hanging on. United fans, why is it that United can go away to Liverpool, go away at Arsenal? All right, listen, he went down to 10 men, but yes, you rode your luck a little bit, but it seems as though the most convincing performances at the moment from United aren't against the sides you'd expect, like Southampton, against the sides that you'd expect them to struggle against. Phil, what can you put down? Is there a lack of confidence there? Are we still looking at Amorim finding his feet as a manager? How's that?
Yeah, I'd say so, but I think mentality comes into it, Jace. I think obviously you're going into these games, especially at Old Trafford at home, you're expected to win. I mean, Bournemouth, Forest are having a great season. Obviously Newcastle as well. And again tonight, teams where you're expected to go out and just steamroll these teams, they're making it difficult. I don't think the teams are making it difficult. Credit to Southampton, as I said, I thought they were outstanding tonight. But you have to go out there and perform. It's like we go to Anfield, we go to the Emirates. Nobody's expecting us to win these games. And all of a sudden, we put a performance in, a proper team performance, what we've not seen for a while. And then again tonight, we've obviously looked vulnerable. We were poor.
No doubt about it. Rode your luck. But you know what? Football that's why it's the greatest game in the world, because you can dominate a game for large parts, miss chance after chance after chance, and then 12 minutes, the game can be ripped from your grasp, and that's exactly what Diallo did. 03717 223344. Let's go and speak to Ben, who's a Manchester United fan. Benny boy, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Ben.
Hiya, guys. You all right?
Not bad.
Good,
Yourself?
Yeah, good. I'm coming in with a very controversial opinion here, very controversial indeed. But I think Diallo has been, by far, I think United's best player under Amorim. But, and this is where it becomes very controversial, I think in the summer, we seriously look, if a team comes sniffing in for him, we take the money. Hear me out. Just because I think, he's got his highest ceiling now in terms of, get some money in for him and then buy a player who fits Amorim's system in a more, natural way. And another one to throw it out there, I would be interested, have United got a recall on Jadon Sancho? Because I think in that system and behind the striker, he would fit better than a Diallo and cash in while we can.
You're talking about swapping Diallo, Ben, for obviously Sancho. You think he'd be a better fit in this system?
I think so. In the way that, a lot of teams, I think United come under that pressure when, teams play, put 10 men behind the ball essentially. And I think Sancho knows little areas. Diallo's great, I think, when we're counter-attacking and things. But I think it will just get to a point where he'll go missing in those games when, like I say, 10 men behind the ball. And I think we've got to look at that English quota as well. We've not got a lot of English lads in the team. Getting Sancho back, Rashford's leaving, obviously. And I just think we could get a bit of money.
Ben, Diallo's been our best player this season. He's at a great age, signing a new long-term deal. Yeah. He's the future of the football club, alongside Mainu. The question marks over, obviously, Garnacho, with obviously links from Napoli. But he's key to what we're going to do in the future. 100%.
But I just think in the summer, a lot of clubs will be sniffing around. If someone came on the table and said, right, 70 million for Diallo, 80 million, you take
and the rest.
Randolph.
And the rest.
Sorry, Ben, I've heard enough. Ben, I've heard enough. What are you talking about?
What's the argument for... Well, why wouldn't you take 8 million on the table if it came in the summer, reinvest it for someone who's more natural in the system?
Who are you replacing him with for that sort of money in this day and age?
Well, I think you've got a player on loan at Chelsea at the moment who's kind of...
No, he's not on loan. Forget Sancho. Sancho's done. The deal's closed.
Okay, forget Sancho.
Over.
All right, I look at that kid at Leverkusen, Wirtz. He's a natural number 10. I think, in a pair of 10s behind the striker.
Unproven. Premier League.
Ben.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.